When you come to court, you come dressed appropriately, not in half shirts, dude. You're not going to a club.
I'm sorry, I
You
don't have that
understand?
much clothes. Yes, sir. Understand.
Why did you miss court?
Not valid transportation.
I will reinstate your bond today, but I'm not going to do this again. If you continue to miss court, it's just not going to go well for you. Do you understand? You get one get out of jail free card. That's it. You stand charged with 2 cases. You're charged with criminal mischief. You're also charged with assault of a family member. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Did you get the cause numbers?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
On April 2nd, 2025, Harris County Council's officer dispatched from assault in progress. The officer arrived and observed the complaining witness and the assault fighting. The officer made contact with the complaining witness and stated that he and the defendant had a dating relationship. The complaining witness stated that they got into an argument inside the gas station when the defendant punched him in the face, causing pain, and proceeded to punch him several more times before the complaining witness started to fight back the defendant. The second complaining witness stated that he searched for him. Items and substances.
Okay. How much, as far as criminal mischief is concerned? Because I have here, it's a class A. So you really over $750 worth of.
I just have one moment. There were multiple display shelves and stands that were damaged, totaling approximately $1,800 in value.
Mr. Bond, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. What are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm trying to find a job, trying to get myself together.
Where are you living?
Trying to mentally figure myself out as well.
Where are you living?
Everywhere.
This is not a good way to go through life, Mr. Bond.
Yes,
You know, you're begging for trouble. When you're living on the streets, it's an extremely hard life that ends nowhere good. Who do you have in your life that can help you out? You have mom, dad, anyone?
No, my dad lives in Arkansas now. My mom passed away. I have my best friend every now and then. She could help me out.
What about dad? Why not dad?
He's
All
weird.
right. So I'm going to appoint your lawyer today. I don't want to use alcohol. I don't want you to use any dope. And I'm telling you, I'm going to test you. You need to understand this, that you probably at this juncture in your life have no one in this world that is willing to probably even pony up $100 to get you out of jail. You are out because I gave you, or we gave you a PR bond. If you don't get a PR bond, you will be stuck like Chuck in there until this thing is over with. And I'm telling you, it takes damn near 9 months just to get a 911. So imagine, you can be stuck in there for a long time. All I'm asking you to do, don't use, don't be a danger to my streets, and don't have contact with this complaining witness. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you need resources, a place to stay, food, devices, we can help you out. All you have to do is ask. But I'm not going to be understanding. If you sit here, start picking up cases, you start going out there using all kind of crazy ass dope, it's not going to happen. You understand? Make good decisions, because if you don't,
Right.
okay, so don't worry about conditions. He'll be with Fleischer. Okay. So Vic, do you mind reaching out to the MAC phone, please?
Yes, Judge.
All right. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you sign a reset, Victoria. You were going to meet with Fleischer for your bond conditions, then I'll have you take your seat in the jury box while I find your lawyer. Please. Mr. Badon, come up. Not only have you continually failed and are always late to court, you failed to repeatedly appear in this court, and I now have your bond set at 5,003. Goes with you. Enough is enough. We can't keep doing it. You can't just come when you want to come. We have court dates. Give you a lawyer. You can't just do what you want to do.
Transportation issues.
All up.
This speech right here is powerful and honestly heartbreaking. Judge Fleischer is laying out the real long-term damage of a DWI conviction, travel restrictions, job barriers, insurance spikes, even Canada bans. Courts rarely explain it this clearly. If you were in her shoes, would you take the plea or fight for the program?
appoint your lawyer today if you don't have one.
Judge, how you plead guilty or not guilty?
You know, it really is a shame that we have to damn near beg for some people to do anything to get a dismissal. You have literally had this case open since 2023 and an offer to get this case dismissed for doing one simple thing, is getting registration on a vehicle. And just that would have gotten this case dismissed. And here we are, 2 years later, nothing has happened but the multiple non-appearances. You may not remember this tomorrow or the next day, but one day you can say, "Damn, why did I not get this done?" You know, now you're pleading guilty to this tampering case, and it's going to end up going on your record. And it's going to be that for the rest of your life. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. Do you understand? You're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement, Mr. Badon. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty to an offense, it will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. Do you understand? How do you plead to this offense of tampering with a government record? I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow the agreement of 9 days in jail. I will give you credit for the 4 days that you've done. I'm going to roll your court costs so you won't owe anything. I hope in life, if you ever pick up a criminal case again, that you take it seriously. We don't ask for much here. When you show up, when you do things, good things happen, man. Good luck.
Judge, may I be excused?
Thanks.
Okay.
You speak English?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Perez, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You ready?
Judge, I don't think I got that cause.
I'll give it to you. 255-9272. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On April 9th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer he was on patrol when he observed a vehicle with illegal windshield tint and the front windshield traveling down the road. Law enforcement officer conducted a traffic stop.
Did we not have this exact one? Was it like yesterday or the day before? Same thing, really?
I'm not sure about the illegal window.
It was tint and then there was, on that one, there was something else. Okay, anyways, go ahead.
I'm sorry. The law enforcement officer made contact with the defendant who was identified by a section driver's license and observed a strong odor of marijuana emanating from the vehicle, and his person, law enforcement officer immediately detained the defendant and asked the defendant if there was any marijuana in the vehicle, and the defendant admitted to having half a blunt and a pistol from his glove compartment in the vehicle. Law enforcement officer conducted a proper cause search, which resulted in the finding of a Glock firearm located in the glove compartment and .30 ounces of marijuana. Marijuana in the firearm, we're in the evidence care custody control. And that's.
I find it conclusory as well. What does illegal window tint mean? How is it illegal? Why? You know, it's completely conclusory. Is that the only reason for the stop?
That is the only reason I have to stop here.
Okay. Mr. Perez,
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find that there's no probable cause to go forward in your case. When you have illegal substances in your car, you are rolling probable cause. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Probably. Be careful out there. You get one life. You start racking up convictions, it's not going to go well for you. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Take a seat for me, please.
Morning, Judge. I have a plea, last name Bowles.
Okay. Do you mind bringing them up? Why are we doing this?
That looks better.
This sucks. You just want to end up with a conviction on your record? Is that what you want to do?
She bomb forfeited for almost 2 years.
Your Honor, yes, there was a PTI offer. She got blocked.
How many times?
It was for over a year. She got picked up on a traffic stop. I believe it was January of 23.
You said what I'm doing with my life?
Yeah.
I got a job. I'm gonna go back to school.
Baloney. Kiss it all goodbye. Not with a conviction, not with an evading conviction. You might as well just quit everything. When you end up with conviction on your record, you continually hose yourself. Not only that, this is the one that's an enhanceable offense, meaning you pick up another one of these cases, you will be charged with a felony offense for the rest of your life. I'm not taking. No. How old are you? I'm not doing it. No. Shoot, ruin her life at 18? I'm not gonna do it.
What's the
I
alternative?
don't know. I'm being,
Oliver. Oliver.
you know, sometimes we have to save people from themselves because you're your own worst enemy. Did you graduate from high school?
Yes.
What do you want to do with the rest of your life?
You said what?
What do you do with the rest of your life? You have your whole life ahead of you. And, you know, you're going nowhere fast. You've failed to appear here at least three. I mean,
It was twice in the original.
probation to try to keep it on.
I can't hear you say it again.
Probation to trying to keep it on.
Probation's not gonna keep it off the record, and they didn't offer a deferred.
You
I'll
still,
do it.
would you
Based
still,
on, based on what the court said, I'll do it.
what about this, the other one?
Judge, I just don't feel comfortable with PTI. We offered that, she took off after we offered PTI. I just don't feel comfortable with PTI.
You know, the thing is that you had this great offer, like when you first got here, where had you done like a rinky-dink class, maybe just a tiny bit of community service, they would have dismissed the case. But you've been gone for, again, a year. You've taken off multiple times. And it's like we have to beg you to get a dismissal on this case. Do you see something wrong with that?
I didn't have to beg you to come. I had to be in court twice. The first one, I didn't have to appear for court. The second one, I didn't know I had to be in court until the day of at 8:30 something a.m. And I was at school taking a STAR test, district test at school. It was raining that day. I don't know. Past that, I didn't know I had a warrant. Since then, I've been having a job. I graduated high school. I've been having a job for all these for the year and a half I've been here. I haven't got in no trouble. Yes, I'm still working. I have a full-time job. I just got off of work 7:30 today.
Let's see what else we can do. You know, I'm willing to give you as much time as you need, Aaron.
I'll talk to her.
But I don't want you to fail now at 18 and hurt yourself worse than you are. It's really hard living in today's society as a minority. And when you start racking up convictions, all you're doing is you're killing yourself. You know, when people see these, when you try to get a job, you try to get a loan, you try to get an apartment, they're going to use this against you all day. And it's not going to help. I'm willing to give you as much time as you need. I don't want to hold it against you now that you've been gone. I'm willing to give you time. Talk about it with Eric, see what we can do. But you need to think about your future because you only get one shot at life. You don't get multiple times. We all make mistakes. I get it. The idea is that you learn from this now so it doesn't continue to happen. You and I have had this conversation now. So if it happens again where you take off, because I'm going to notate everything we're talking about, you take off on me again, you start acting or doing crazy stuff out there, I will have absolutely no sympathy for you. But I'm trying to reach out to you now so you don't ruin what you have left. This life is about one thing. It's about money. And if you have it, it's a great life. And you get that with knowledge, with education. If you don't have money, this life sucks. Trust me. You understand? Take your time.
Speak for himself. But we have come to a tentative agreement.
I think at the minimum, defer is, or unless you want to do something else. What are you thinking, stinking?
Can we get one reset? See if it shows up. I will reconsider now on PTI.
Can you mark it so that, okay.
I watched it.
Come up, ma'am. Are you mom?
Yes.
Come on up. Thank you so much for coming. They need a little bit of time to think about whether they're going to re-offer the intervention program for her. It's a great deal where you do just a little bit of work, the case gets dismissed, doesn't go on your record. They want a little bit of time to make sure that she's going to come back. She's going to take it seriously. If she does, they're going to reconsider the offer. How much time do you guys want? You tell me. I'm done. Okay, we're going to set this off for 2 weeks. I don't want you to use alcohol. I don't want you to use drugs. I don't want you to be in possession of any weapons. I just want you to work and be productive. And if you do, and if you show up to court, good things happen. Do you understand? I'm not asking for much. All right, so let's set off 2 weeks. We'll have you come back and then hopefully, all right? What's up?
I got Mr. Jenkins's TRAS results.
Oh, how is Mr. Jenkins?
This is one of Judge Fleischer's classic do-or-die warnings. Notice how he gives the defendant both a lifeline and a threat? This is strategic. Judges frame consequences like this to create psychological pressure. What would you do if a judge told you any slip could land you in jail?
Like we have to talk every time we have some business with him. No, this way.
What happened?
He got, they recommended thinking for a change, anger management. State has offered a 1-year deferred with the appropriate conditions that go with that. They would also help him find shelter during this time.
And watch your step, it's a Lulu.
However, Mr. Jenkins was asking me about a time served. And so he has 2 months of credit since he's been in, I guess, totaling the previous attorney that was on the case and then my time with him. And then
Time served just to get out, right?
Well, time
yes or
served
no?
because
Yes or no?
Just to get out, just to get out.
I don't just want to get out. I feel like I learned my lesson. When I committed the crime at first, I didn't know that I would be charged with anything. I didn't know that I would be sitting in jail, but now I know that I have consequences for my actions. I can go about my life differently. I feel like I learned my lesson.
So why not probation? Probation, if you complete it.
Because I
Yeah.
feel like
Well, I
Deferred is a type of probation that if you complete it, you don't have a conviction.
because I feel like probation, you're not really free. A lot of people go on probation and they're back in jail because
The only reason they would be in jail is because they don't comply. We don't put people in jail for shits and giggles, man. It's, you have rules that you have to follow.
I
When you
know.
follow rules, when you follow the rules and when you do what you're supposed to do, good things happen. And the good thing with you is if you complete it and they end up not as convictions, you may be able to seal it in the future so that no one sees it. Well, the general public at least, but you just pleading guilty, you'll now end up with a third conviction. And they're dangerous convictions, right? They're terroristic threats. What do you think future employers, people who want to give you a job, people who want you to stay at a shelter, they're not going to let you stay with these kind of priors, man. Every time you pick up a case, it's going to hurt you in a certain way. It may not be now. It may not be tomorrow. It may be in 2 years when you least expect it and when you really need whatever you're trying to do.
The reason I want to get time served is because I don't believe I'll be picking up another case. I know how to not pick up case. I know how to not break the law.
If I were to let you out today, would you do the deferred?
I would, but I'm asking to have a
Have the
different
same
option.
thing. If I give you the deferred today, I'm going to let you out. If you take the time served, you will also get out.
Yes.
Either way, you will get out today.
Okay. If I had a decision between the two, I would take time served.
You wouldn't want the probation to try to keep it off your record?
No, sir.
Your Honor, I think I didn't hear, we have offered time served.
Huh?
We have offered time served.
He's probably got enough back time regardless. So, how much back time does he got? Please.
Okay.
Yeah, Jenkins.
I didn't check his credits, I don't know.
It's got to be at least a month, I would say, at least.
And if it's 60, that would be on the class B.
He has 69 days, or Blake
Boom.
Jenkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, 69.
Being short-sighted and not considering your future can really hurt you, Mr. Jenkins.
I am considering my
Let him
future.
finish, brother. Please, Judge.
I am considering my future. I know exactly what I'm gonna do when I get out. I have a whole entire plan. I already told you that I want to do solar sales, and to get a job in solar sales, I'm pretty sure that these convictions won't hurt my chances of getting on a team. So that's why I'm not too worried about the convictions. And I know that I'm not gonna pick up any more convictions.
I'm okay offering him the deferred and letting him out.
I know,
Giving him a PR bond so he can try to complete the deferreds. I'm okay giving you a PR bond today to give you the chance to finish or try to do this probation to keep it off your record. I
But
will
not
give
time
it
served.
either way. If you want the time served, you can have it. It's on you. But once you get that conviction, there's no turning back.
I understand. And then I'll be let out today if I do the time served.
I'm going to let you out either way. But I'm telling you, it's a bad idea to do the time served. And I think that it's a better idea for you to do the deferred adjudication, probation, to try to keep it off your record.
I'd rather do the time served, sir.
Okay?
I mean, there,
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force him to drink, as the saying goes.
just for the record, Judge, the reason why I said it's a deferred, because the probation was interpreted as one way for him. I told him about the deferred, the super way, we called it supervision, in order to get his record potentially sealed and potential benefits that could happen with that, perhaps an early termination if he was going along the great path and following whatever had been recommended to him by the TRES. Talking about his future and everything associated with having now 2 convictions on his record if he takes the time served, what that implicates and everything like that. So we had that discussion, but I just wanted to reiterate, he wanted to ask me some questions.
With the people in the terroristic threats, were they just random people?
At a gym, Your Honor.
Say it again?
It was at a gym. It's
At a gym. Okay, so both are just random.
The first terroristic threat was any member of his brother. So it's a class A. Second one.
Which one are you dismissing
Class A.
against the household?
It's not.
You need to understand that if you continue with the same course of conduct within a certain amount of time, they can also hit you with a felony. You could potentially be looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. So I will do whatever you want to do, Mr. Jenkins. If you want to do the probation, which I think what you should do to try to keep it off your record, I'll take off all the fees. You won't owe any money. Is it 2 classes?
Yes, sir.
Just 2 classes? And that's it.
For a year?
I'll take you off early. You know, if you do well, after some time, show me that you're not using any dope or alcohol, I'll take you off early.
Time served.
Okay?
I'll go ahead and offer. I did not realize he had timed out, so that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll write it over.
Okay.
So we'll bring him back tomorrow to do it?
No, do it right now.
Are we doing that today?
Right now. Yeah. There's no sense in holding it for that. I don't agree with what you're doing today, but far be it for me to really tell you what to do. The only other thing that I'm going to try to counsel you on is it really, really sucks that you have somehow alienated everyone that cares for you in your life. Your father, you know, when he was here the other day, you know, there was no one that was willing to take you in. That really sucks. If I were you, I would try to do anything and everything possible to try to mend those relationships, because on your own, at your age, with no education, no job, no money, there's only so far you can get in life. That's why you have parents. That's why you have family to kind of help you out when you're down. But when you alienate them by continually doing things to mess up the relationship, that it's not good. When you get out, try to mend those relationships so that they can somehow be back in your life and use them as a positive, you know, role model, or try to get some help. Tell them that you need help so that they will help you, or somehow, but mend that relationship, because it's going to kill you. The last thing we want to see is you going out there becoming so desperate. You do something that lands you with a felony, or you're looking at 25 to life. You know, really, life's too short to spend. You now stand charged with 2 counts of terroristic threat. The agreement that you have worked out is they're going to dismiss one of those terroristic threats in exchange for your plea on the other one. The agreement is 180 days in jail, credit for the 71 days that you, 69, right?
One case was 71, the other one was 69.
Do you want me to put, is this against the advice of counsel, or what do you think?
Well, Judge, I just wanted to put that we had, I mean, I can suggest, I told him how this would, oh, one thing I did want to put, for you to explain to him is this cannot be expunged off his record. He had a question about that. I told him it could not be.
I've been continually telling you, when you plead guilty, it goes on your record and it will be a conviction for life. You can never take this off. You can never buyer's remorse saying, hey, you know what, I want to return this because I don't like it. It's not targeted. You sure you want to do this?
Sorry. And yeah, it was against our recommendation.
I am willing to let you out today to do the probation, to keep it off your record. No.
Right.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to test on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal once you accept this agreement. There's no turning around and fighting this. You also need to understand that from now on, any new cases that you pick up, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. Also, you have no one in this life that is going to bond you out. So when you get out there, if you make a boneheaded decision, you will be stuck like Chuck, like you see now. So make good decisions. If you want anything, come back. I have Shatori here, who's amazing, that we can get you resources, place to stay, food to eat, a tablet, a cell phone. If you want something, come back and we can help you out. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Good luck. Or how do you plead, Mr. Jenkins? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow the agreement. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you.
Good luck, Blake.
Judge,
Good morning, Mr. Piper. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
Judge. On April 3rd, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, an officer was dispatched for a driver who passed out behind the wheel. The officer arrived and observed the motor vehicle stationary and turned on. The defendant was identified by his driver's license. The officer observed the defendant asleep behind the wheel. The officer woke up the defendant who appeared disoriented and fumbling with the door handle. The officer observed a strong odor of alcoholic beverage remaining from the defendant, red glossy eyes, and the defendant was unsteady on his feet. The defendant told the officer to get one drink. The defendant refused to interact with the breath test. The officer read the DIC, and the defendant refused to give breath or blood. Blood warrant was obtained and a $12. The
Did you say it was in the middle of the street?
Your Honor, being just a moment. We stopped at a stop sign.
All right. All right, Mr. Piper, I'm going to find if there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. You mind re-looking CPAs and prior to DWIs?
Yes, sir.
Yes, valid license. I am ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail, no more PR bonds. Do you understand? Yes.
The driver is eligible, Your Honor, and as to prior to DWIs,
You are not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name. If you don't have car insurance, do not drive. That is a condition of your bond as well. Do you understand? If I find you drive without it, I will revoke your bond, put you in.
Your Honor, I am showing and operating a vehicle while intoxicated, under Louisiana. However, there's limited information that doesn't show.
How old is that?
Disposition or,
How old is that?
since 2021.
Okay. I'm now ordering you not to drive any vehicle that doesn't have a guardian interlock on it. If you're caught driving a vehicle that doesn't have an interlock, likewise, I will put you in jail. If you have a problem with drugs or alcohol, Mr. Piper, now is the time for you to address it. Because if you don't, and it becomes an issue, I will address it for you. And I promise you're not going to like the way that I do it. Do you understand? I will do everything in my power to protect my streets at all costs. I don't care who you are or where you come from. For now, I'm going to have you go sign a reset with Victoria. We will have you meet with Fleischer for your bond conditions. You have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with him. If she tells you that she can't get a hold of you because you're gone or AWOL or you pick up a new case, it's not going to go well. You understand?
That's right.
The only thing I'm asking you to do is don't pick up any new cases, and don't drive any other vehicle without an interlock. Do you understand? All right, good luck. Thanks. All right, you remember Mr. Slyman?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Slyman, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. With probable cause, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. On April 3rd, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, an officer observed a motor vehicle fail to signal while changing lanes. The officer was driving 92 to 97 miles an hour, and the defense motor vehicle was pulling away from the officers. The officers paced the motor vehicle at 89 miles an hour and a 60 mile an hour per zone. Traffic stop was conducted, and the officer observed the defendant behind the wheel operating the motor vehicle. The defendant was identified by his Texas driver's license. The officers observed the defendant to have dilated pupils, pressured speech, difficulty concentrating, constantly moving around, a strong odor of cologne on his person, and the mild odor of an alcoholic beverage emitting from his person.
See a strong odor of what?
And alcohol, or mild odor of alcoholic beverage emitting from the person.
You said there was an odor of something else though.
Oh, strong odor of cologne.
Cologne.
Yes, sir. The defendant also had watery eyes and unsteady balance. The defendant stated he takes an Adderall prescription. Standardized blood sobriety tests were performed, where the officer observed 6 out of 6 clues on the HGN, 3 out of 8 on the walking turn, 2 out of 4 on the one leg stand. The defendant declined a breath test, and officers located a THC vape pen in the motor vehicle. Blood warrant was obtained and a blood draw was completed.
You prior to the eyes and valid license.
Just have Lauren Bowman.
Do you think that he was on something? Is that
That's
what
what the
the,
judge would lead me to believe, Your Honor, that from the signs that the officers observed, that was potentially what the officers believed at the time.
I'm sending you now for a drug test. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system and then you have to come back. You're not to use alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. And I'm telling you now, I will test you around 50 days from today. If you continue to use, it's not going to go well for you. You understand? You are not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name. So any priors?
Don't believe so, Your Honor. I'm sorry, it's still taking me.
Okay. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance so you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with her. She'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court. So I'm going to send him now. I want to know what, if anything, is in the system. We'll have him come back and then we'll go from there.
Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Take a seat for me, but don't leave.
Thank you,
All
Your Honor.
right. Good morning, Mr. Krasinski. 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 Mr. Slyman, come up.
Judge, presumption for THC,
Anything, nothing else?
nothing else, Judge.
Don't use. I will test you 50 days from today.
Yes, sir.
If you test positive, you've continued to use, it's not going to go well for you. I'm
Yes,
not
sir.
asking much. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to, well, we'll set your case off for 50 days from today, and then I'll have to come back and we'll, okay? All right. After that, if he's negative, then we'll wait.
So do you want me to come back on?
She'll explain that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
sir. All right. Good morning, Mr. Zagara. Sir, you're charged with assault causing bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. It's not the same complaining witness in the ag assault, is it?
No, it's not.
It is not, Your Honor.
I'd like to do a TRAS though. You know, I think that's, I mean, we now have a bunch of cases. They're like violent cases. This is not a good way to go through life, man. You know, what do you think happens when you try to get a job? They pull all this stuff up. They're going to think that they're going to give you, really, the more convictions, the more cases you pick up, all you're doing is you make life more difficult than it already is. Life is difficult as it is. You rack up more convictions. You think you're making it easier?
No, Your Honor.
You now stand charged with assault causing bodily injury. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You're also charged with terroristic threat. I'm assuming that the terroristic threat is going to be dismissed.
Yes,
right?
Your Honor.
So what they have offered you is a 6-month deferred. This is a type of probation that if you complete successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record. But you need to understand, Mr. Cigar, you give up nearly every right known to man by entering into this agreement. And if you fail at it, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. We're going to have a hearing and you're looking at an entire year in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor, I do understand, yeah.
First thing I think that we should do is do a TRAS to see, you know, what conditions you may need, because I don't know if this is everything that you may need. You know, there's some kind of anger issues here that the last thing I mean, look, we just have a guy who has an assault. He just now picked up a murder case. We don't want that with you, right? So
Right.
that's why I think that TRAS is important to find any issues that we need to address. For you to complete this successfully, you must do an effective decision-making class. A 4-hour anger management class. No drugs, alcohol, 10 hours of community service. No contact with either of the complaining witnesses in this case. Give me children, Mr. Segarra.
No, sir.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
Just
Do you have a job?
working and yes, sir, yeah, I have a job and just.
This is one of Judge Fleischer's classic do-or-die warnings. Notice how he gives the defendant both a lifeline and a threat? This is strategic. Judges frame consequences like this to create psychological pressure. What would you do if a judge told you any slip could land you in jail?
Is it a full-time job?
Yes, sir, yeah.
Okay, you must maintain full-time employment. Did you graduate from high school?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Aside from what the TRAS says, Mr. Segarra, I will make you a deal. If you do well, I'll take you off of this probation early. But if I find that you become a danger to my community, if you pick up a new case, if you test positive for anything, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir, I do.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you are stuck with us until you complete it or it gets revoked. And like I said, if you violate this probation, I will issue a warrant. I'm going to put you in jail. I'm going to bring you back out and we're going to have a hearing to see how much possible time you could be doing. And it's a lot. Do you understand?
I do understand, yes, sir.
Okay, man. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Or I'm sorry, how do you plead to the case? Guilty or not guilty?
Yeah, guilty.
I'm not going to find you guilty. I'm going to withhold that for 6 months. And then see how it goes. All right. So let's, all right. Thank you.
The person on Keenan Hopkins,
Okay.
reconsidering the no driving affidavit,
Is
Judge.
this person here?
She is.
She is? How's it going? How's it going?
Oh, good. Thank you.
How has it been not
Um,
tough, isn't it?
yeah,
Sucks. living in a city as big as Houston without the ability to drive blows. You know, and the only thing that I'm trying to get to you is to understand that it's a privilege. It's not a right. You know, every single day on our streets, someone is dying from some kind of alcohol related collision. That's what we're trying to impart to you here, to take it seriously. It's not a joke, you know, and the last thing I want is for something like that to happen here. You understand? All right. I'll take off the restriction. Okay.
Judge,
What does she have now? I want to make sure that she has an interlock for now, just for a limited time.
Judge, if I could speak to that briefly,
Sure.
just to reassure the court that she fully understands the court position. I had her research and write an essay on alcohol-related accidents and fatalities. We can turn that in and take a decision-making course. Her case is a stop for expired registration, no accident. You got the blood this morning, it's a 1-3. She has no criminal history. So I would ask the court that to use this, the research she's done in the 28 days without driving at all, to understand that she gets it. And if we can not have the interlock, as would have been if she didn't have an open container, that we proceed further and let us do the work of getting the discovery forward.
Okay.
I can turn both those in.
I want you to know, I will act to your lawyer, but if I find that you're using alcohol, I'm going to blow a gasket. I'm really just going to lose it. Just don't. That's all I'm asking you to do. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. I'll take a look at this. I'm going to acquiesce to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Just don't. Life is too short to spend the next month in a 6x9 box. All right? Okay, man. Good luck. Thanks,
May we
Greg.
be excused?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mr. Avalar, Milton Avalar, we just need to approach for bond conditions, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you mind bringing them up?
Yes, sir.
Did you see your case?
What? No.
Yeah.
Right down.
Okay. Oh, the one you emailed me about this morning? Yes, I got the. So I'll take care
I
of it.
put it on for tomorrow.
Okay.
It's going to felony court,
Yes.
so we'll probably see him Monday.
Okay.
Oh,
Can I get the?
Blaze, he's representing
Sorry.
for the murder case. He's representing on the assault. So,
Absolutely.
anyways, so this is Mr. Avila. Can you refresh my memory about the complaining witness in this case, please?
Yes, sure.
Who it is and he's got the terroristic threat of a household member and now picks up the VPO.
Yes, sure. It looks like this was the one where the complainant was in the passenger seat.
Did you approach me to get
I believe, yes.
that you guys want to have access to each other?
No, that's not that one. That's a different one. That's one where,
So does she not want to have contact with him then?
Yeah,
she wants to.
she wants to. Yours isn't the one where the woman got to a car accident.
Yes,
That is you.
yeah.
That is him. Yes, that's when she got to the car accident,
the
her house
fire.
burned down and all that.
Oh, okay. No. Now I remember.
Able to have access to him. Yes, or for him not to have limited or restricted access.
So have you reached out to her to see if she make sure that
Yes, Your Honor. DVD did, and she confirmed that
she's okay with having contact with him?
well, there was sorry. As far as she confirmed that what happened that there was a fire in her apartment and that she got into an accident.
Right. But does she want to have contact?
I know you're not DVD, but I did receive an email from her, basically saying that I spoke with her that day. I mean, I guess
Is she here?
she's not here, Your Honor.
So let's do this. Before, I want to make sure that the DAs get in contact with her. They talk with her, make sure she's okay with it. And if that happens, then I'm going to order you not to have any threatening or harassing contact with her and not doing possession of weapons. I want you to understand that you need to take this violation of protective order seriously, because if I put conditions on and you violate these conditions, I can have a hearing to hold you at no bond, zero bond. So you need to take it. I don't care what she wants, what happens if there's a tornado. None of that matters. A court order is a court order. You're expected to follow with it. If you have a problem, come ask and we can talk about it, like what we're doing now.
Yes, sir.
I want to make sure that they reach out to her. If she's okay with it, then we'll amend to no threatening, harassing, and no weapons. Okay? Give me a little bit of time because we're busy, as you can see, and then we'll see. If she's okay with it, then we'll do it.
Your Honor, this, from what I have on the record, I did find that what was stated to the prosecutor was that she just wanted the defendant to leave her alone, that they cannot see each other and cannot live together.
Well, that's why I'm saying you see something, he sees something different. The best way, if you can just reach out to her. I know that we're busy now, so you're gonna have to give us a little bit of time and then we'll get it, but we'll get it done for you. Okay?
Come on.
Just hang tight. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, Mr. Avalar, so take a seat, but don't leave. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks. Is this an Artiga?
Yes.
Do you need a translator?
No, Your Honor.
Chelsea Artiga. Was this a denial? A denial of PTI?
No, she just accepted time served.
We're Chelsea Artiga.
Yes, sir.
Quiet, please.
So Artiga, you know, you're,
Just put your paper right up. Sorry.
Me?
so you guys did work on the mitigation packet. Did you turn it in or no?
We did not turn it in because she decided that she was just she wanted to be over and have time served. I
You
went
know-
over all that with her.
You're going to pay for this one way or the other. You know, in life, when you take a half-ass approach to something, you get a half-ass result, right? They have this program where you, if you apply, you get in, you complete it, this DWI gets dismissed. They don't offer it to many people and it's hard to get in. But if you get in, you get the benefit of a dismissal. It's great. When you plead to this, you end up with a conviction. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. Employers will see it. You want to apply for an apartment, you can't go, you'll never get into, you can't go to Canada. You're barred from going to Canada, you know, your insurance is going to skyrocket. There's a whole, it could potentially impact jobs. You need to know that this is a lifetime decision that you make today, because once you plead guilty, there's no turning back. Is this what you want to do? If you need more time to do the program, I'm happy to give it to you. But your case is old. I'm not going to give you much, but I will give you more time. But you need to understand that once you do this, this isn't target. You can return it because you don't like it. Once you plead guilty, it's on your record. It's there for the rest of your life. From now on, you will also be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. Not only that, you pick up another DWI, it's a $6,000 surcharge that tacks onto you. Do you understand?
I understand.
Do you still want to do this or do you want more time? You can, don't make a decision here in front of us. I can go talk, you make a decision, but once you do this, that's it. Want more time? Absolutely. Please, take your time.
Thank you.
So Ms. Artiga, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you've done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. It's even there after you die. I'm going to tell you that if you ever get pulled over from now on and you have even the faintest, remotest smell of alcohol or anything funky, an officer comes up to your window and then they see that you have a prior DWI, it's probably not going to go well for you. And what we're doing today, from now on, you are facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. Do you understand? No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. The other thing you need to understand is that from now on, there is a $6,000 surcharge on a DWI second that tacks onto you if you plead guilty to that. And if you fail to pay it, every $100 that you owe, you sit 1 day in jail. So if I were you, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car because you're playing with fire. You understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal, meaning once you plead guilty, you can never take it off. Is this what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? Is it true or untrue that you had a 0.15 or above?
This is true.
Okay, so true to the enhancement. All right, ma'am, I'm now going to suspend your license for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license, and good luck to you. Thanks. Thank you, counsel.
Judge, I have a motion to withdraw on last name Kasem, Kasem.
This person here?
He's in the courtroom. It's not that old. I make sure it doesn't get too old.
Got it. Okay. Come up, Mr. Kasem. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your lawyer's unhappy with you, withdrawn from your case.
Yes, sir. Couldn't keep paying the lawyer since due to this charge that I recently got, and I got suspended from my job. I work in the airport, so they take it very serious. I suspended without pay for 2 months, and then they ended up firing me.
Are you not working at this time?
No, I'm not working at this time. I'm enrolled in school. That's the only thing I have going right now.
Good. I'm glad that you're enrolled. Where do you go to school?
Aviation, AIM.
You're gonna fly planes?
Technician.
Technician.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to get done, but
That's a great goal.
I'm trying, yeah.
Just
I
keep it up.
Just the job part kind of slowed me down a lot.
You want to apply for an appointed lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll have you fill out an application. I'll see whether you qualify, and then we'll take a look, and then we'll go from there.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, I'll sign your motion withdrawal. All right, Mr. Kazem, if you don't mind, please. Good morning, Mr. Nava.
Good morning, sir.
So you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You're going to be probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney.
4/1/2025, officer observed the defendant's motor vehicle run a red light. Officer ran the vehicle and found the motor vehicle had expired registration. Traffic stop was conducted. Defendant was identified by name and date of birth. Officer observed the strong odor of marijuana emanating from the vehicle. The defendant handed law enforcement officers a marijuana pipe, a handgun, marijuana, and mushrooms recognized by
Mushrooms?
mushrooms. Was recognized by the officer based on training experience, was also found in the vehicle. And that gun was found, Your Honor. The pistol was found between the driver's seat and center console, within reach of the defendant, contained a magazine, 15 9mm round in it. And it is charged as possession of marijuana with the possession of marijuana as the underlying UCW.
What about the suicide?
No, sir, I only got charged with the, sorry.
It wasn't charged, no POM was charged, it was just the UCW.
I get it. Right? What about the mushrooms?
Mushrooms were not charged, Your Honor.
They weren't illegal. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Janava,
I
you're
know.
on bond for a felony. You've now picked up a new case with a gun, with a whole host. Here's what we're gonna do now. Number one, I'm gonna find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. The second thing I'm gonna do is I'm sending you now for a drug test. I wanna know what, if anything, is in your system, and then you're to come back. Do you understand?
Sure.
Pending what that says, we will do bond conditions. If you fail to go, if you fail to test, I will issue a warrant. Do you understand?
I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
Stop.
I'm gonna.
Don't say anything. All I want to know is what, if anything. Just take a seat for me real quick. We're going to get you out there. And then as soon as you come back, I'll have a lawyer for you as well. Ma'am, you were charged with theft. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause.
Motivos fundados, saber los motivos por qué te arrestaron.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Asignar uno de oficio.
Yes, sir. On April 2nd,
El 2 de
2025,
abril de 2025,
officers were dispatched to the call
oficiales
service.
fueron a una llamada de un minuto
Officer spoke with a loss prevention officer.
Hablaron con el oficial que estaba trabajando en la tienda.
Complainant stated that
Y
they
el
observed
quejante dijo que te observaron
on the defendants
a
on
ti
video
en video
placing children's clothing
poniendo ropa de niños
and accessories
y otros accesorios
into a backpack
en tu maletín
and purse.
o mochila y en tu cartera.
Complainant stated the defendant paid for her groceries,
Ahí dijiste que habías pagado toda la comida,
but passed all points of sale
pero pasaste todos los puntos de venta
without paying for the clothing
sin
merchandise.
pagar para la ropa.
These items that were taken
Y estos artículos que se llevaron,
were $91 in children's clothing,
$91 en ropa de niños,
$9.98 in underwear,
no, $9.98 en calzoncillos
$39.92
y
in clothing.
$39.92 en
Men's.
en ropa de hombre
And $25.96
y $25.96 de ropa de
as
mujeres.
well as baby accessories
Otros accesorios para los niños,
totaling
total
$67.85
$65.85
for a combined value
para una combinación de valorada de $235.
This was from a Walmart.
Esto era en un Walmart, dice.
Your Honor.
Ms. Vasquez, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case.
So, hay bastantes motivos para ir adelante con tu caso.
Check it out, Your Honor. Pretty sure Walmart.
I am ordering you as a condition of your bond not to go to any Walmart for any reason.
Para ninguna
If I
razón.
find that you do, or if I
Averigua,
find that you pick up a new case,
agarra-
I will revoke your bond and I will put you in jail. I don't know what your immigration status
No
is,
sé cuál es tu estatus
but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail,
y vas a la cárcel.
immigration finds you because they sweep it on a daily basis. They will put an immigration detainer on you. And you will be stuck like Chuck in custody
A quedar
until this
presa.
case is over, and then you get shipped off to immigration. This is the only warning that you will get.
Única advertencia que vas a
Do not pick up any new cases.
coger ningún caso.
Don't be a danger to my city.
No seas peligro a esta ciudad. ¿Entiendes?
Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance.
Un abogado no vas a tener que aparecer. Tu
He
próxima
will
vez.
tell you if and when you
Él
have
te
to
va
come
a
back.
decir cuando tengas que venir a corte de vuelta. ¿Ok?
He tells me he cannot get a hold of you.
Si él me dice que no se puede comunicar contigo o no
Likewise,
estás
I will issue-
recibiendo llamadas, te voy a quitar la urgencia.
We'll have you sign a reset
Vas a
now.
firmar
We'll have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it,
la condición.
and then after that, you'll be free to go. All right, good luck, man. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Hernandez, you stand charged with the offense of failure to stop and give information. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you a 6-month, they're offering you a 6-month deferred type of probation. You need to understand that this is a great probation that if you complete it successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on.
And right here, Judge Fleischer wastes 0 seconds setting the tone. When a judge opens with fashion advice, you know the rest of the hearing is about to get spicy. Quick question for you all. Should courts enforce dress code this strictly, or is this judge doing the right thing?
Your record. But you need to understand that you give up nearly every right known to man by entering into this agreement. And if you fail to live up to your side of the bargain, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. We will have a hearing. You will be facing 180 days in jail.
80 días de cárcel.
Do you understand?
Yes.
It is a 6-month deferred. The only condition is that you pay $2,000 in restitution to the complaining witness. Does he have his Texas driver license?
No.
Does he have the ability to get a license?
No.
You have a lot riding on this, Mr. Hernandez. If you go to jail and you're not in this country with permission, and immigration finds you, it's probably not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Yes.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Do you understand?
¿Usted lo entiende?
Sí,
Is
Yes.
this what you want to do?
¿Lo que desea hacer?
sí,
Yes.
How do you plead to the
¿Cómo se
offense,
declara si
guilty
lo
or not
encuentra
guilty?
culpable o no culpable?
culpable.
Guilty.
I'm not going to find you guilty. I will withhold that for 6 months. I'm going to hold you to this probation until restitution is made whole. I've literally held people for 3 years to get them to pay restitution. It's only fair. Now, you are not allowed to drive. If I find that you're driving while you're on this probation, it's really not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
¿Usted lo entiende?
Sí.
Yes.
So let's set up a payment. Well, yeah, no driving affidavit, but let's set up a payment plan. I'm not going to hope and wish and dream that just, so we're going to set up a payment plan for you.
¿Plan de pago?
Do you?
You said $400 a
Dice
month is what you can pay.
$400 mensuales lo que puede pagar.
So
400 times 5 is 2,000.
is this something that you can make? Can you do the $400 a month?
$400 mensual? Yes.
Okay, then that's the deal that we will make.
Es lo que vamos a hacer.
If you,
Hacer los pagos como el día primero.
I need to make the payments on the first.
that's okay.
Está
I
muy
will,
bien.
whatever you want to,
Voy a hacer lo que usted desea.
if you need more time,
¿Necesitas más
we
tiempo?
can give you more time.
Podríamos dar más tiempo.
No,
No.
lo que quiero es, si puedo hacerlo más rápido, más
If I could
rápido.
do it, the quicker I can do it,
Pay it off
si lo paga antemano,
in half the time.
en menos de,
I'll take you off early.
le voy a quitar
Okay.
de,
Then if you pay off the entire balance, Take-
a balance. I'm so sorry. Can I take this call? It's the hospital. Oh, shoot, they hung up. That's okay. I'm sorry. It's my husband
I
had
know
surgery.
it's,
Oh, gosh.
so, well, let's get this done. All right.
Okay, these,
Any issues you have, talk to Shatoria. We can work it out. Don't just take off. Don't pick up a new case because I will issue a warrant.
pero si
Do you
no,
understand?
¿está bien?
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte, señor.
Thank
Oh,
you.
shoot, shoot. Hello? Hello?
Any concern is restitution to the claim witness. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. If you ever get pulled over, first thing an officer does, they look at your record. If they see that you have a prior DWI and they roll up to your window and they smell alcohol or they smell dope or anything funky, it's probably not going to go well for you. And what we're doing today,
Estamos haciendo.
after today, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail. If you're not in this country with permission and you do that kind of time, you can all but, do you understand what I'm saying? If I were you, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car. Not only that, it is a $6,000 surcharge. You pick up another DWI. Do you understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, there's no changing. You understand?
¿Lo entiende?
So no
Yes.
PCI, just wants to get, all right. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty, sir? I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to 3 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 1 day that you've done.
Ya que ya se
I'm now going to suspend your license for 90 days or your ability to get a license.
No, no.
Don't drive.
No maneje.
If you get into a car and you get pulled over, they're gonna see this, it's not gonna go well.
No le va a ir muy bien.
Man,
¿Lo entiende?
good luck, sir.
Yes. Buena suerte, señor.
Judge, on the surcharge, you asked you to waive that, the DPS.
Your lawyer is asking for me to waive a $3,000 surcharge. We all make mistakes. But when you continue to make mistakes, whether you endanger other people's lives, it's unacceptable and you will pay for it if it happens again dearly. You understand?
Claro, sí, ocurre de vuelta. ¿Lo entiendes?
Okay, I'll waive it for you.
No le va a cobrar los dos.
Judge, I've tried to get in contact with the officer. With the deputy, was I able to get him to try to give me the serial number off the gun to match the serial number to what we have. So I was just still not able to get in contact with him.
When did you reach out to them?
I believe it was Friday.
So those are the newer ones. The older one, Judge, what I can say is, and I'm pulling it up now, I can see the agreement here. Without seeing the possible forfeiture of weapon, I mean, our position is this is an agreement.
Yeah, I mean, if it's part of the agreement that
Yeah,
he's supposed to forfeit the weapon, that's
that
part
was
of the
only,
agreement.
I can't say the same thing.
Okay,
The newer one was.
but can you verify that the serial number is the same on the gun on
That's
the
Uh,
what we're trying to-
paperwork?
We're trying to do it, we just don't, we don't have, I don't have the serial number and I don't have a way to get the serial number without the deputy. Unless,
Do we want to say if we can't confront with them in a week, we just, you know?
No, subpoena him now.
Okay, well, that's fine. Or he tells us.
Right, right. Issue the subpoena now. So, come here. Come on up.
Hey, Blaze, did you have,
So you keep hand touch.
dismissal?
So they have been, the idea is that I want to make sure that the gun that you're saying is yours matches the gun that's there. So we're trying to match the serial numbers. They have not been able to do it. They've reached out to the officer. He's not responding. So we're going to subpoena the officer to come to court to try to verify everything.
First one.
I mean, I got to imagine that when they take custody of the gun, they put the serial number in the offense report. No?
Yeah, they do.
Didn't on this one, yeah. Let's, and what else I can do is I can try to check RMS to see if there's an updated offense report. That's the only thing I can do.
Can I say something? It's on Lockwood, the place where they keep the guns at. You can call up there and verify if it's there like that. You could do it like that too. Cause I already called up there and before, cause I thought I could go straight up there and get it, and I gave them the serial number to the weapon and the case number, and they told me it was there.
Did I do that too?
And they close.
that?
They close at 4 o'clock.
All right, we can try to call them. Sir, it's now without panic, so can you give us, what was the address you said, sir?
It's on Lockwood Road. Can I look it up?
Is it HPD property room?
Yeah, the HPD property.
HPD.
Never mind,
Yeah.
I can find it.
Lockwood, you know? Okay. You want to do it tomorrow? Is it too early?
I can. We do Tuesday just to get John one more time, or we did tomorrow, is that okay with Judge?
You okay with Tuesday?
Like next Tuesday.
Mhm.
I go out of town this weekend, so it'd probably be farther than that. We did it like, well, today's Thursday, huh? So we won't be able to.
You tell me what day next week.
We could try like Monday, probably.
Are you okay with Monday?
Monday's work time.
Okay.
Y'all want me to come in the morning instead of
I mean, like 11.
11? Okay.
Now, Judge, one thing I will ask, is the court willing to make a ruling on that older one, the earlier, and I'm gonna call it.
The first one that, when you got the dismissal on the first one, part of the agreement was that you would forfeit the weapon in
Yeah.
exchange for the dismissal. So I'm not going to give that
Yeah,
one
you
back.
told me that last
Right.
time, yeah.
I've already said it. So, but the second one, the newer one is what we're talking about.
Yes.
And as long as we match the serial numbers, I'm going to give it back to you. Okay?
And I have to come up here for all that to happen.
No, No.
Okay.
Can we put it on the docket so we make sure that it happens?
Because it's disposed of, no, it'll be like an error everywhere. They won't even be able to enter it.
I can't put it on the docket so that we'll actually, so come back whatever day you want, we'll get it done. You just let me know if you want to come back Monday or Tuesday, whatever you want. If you don't have it done, I'm not going to force him to come back again.
I get it.
So we're not going to do this again after the next time. I'm going to put it on then. So it's got to get done by the next time.
Okay.
I'm not resetting this again.
And it's 11 o'clock on Monday. Okay, I got you. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Mr. Hughes.
Thank you.
This is Mr. Campbell. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Campbell. Mr. Campbell, you're charged with assault causing bodily injury.
Sure.
You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 120 days in jail with credit for the 19 days that you've done. I see that it's 2 counts of assault, right?
Correct.
Gonna be
One is
dismissed.
gonna get dismissed.
Okay, so that's the agreement. As you see, it's 2 counts of assault, 1 will be dismissed. Is this how you understand it?
Sure.
You need to understand that you're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement today. You give up the right to a trial,
Sure.
right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You also give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you are stuck with this for the rest of your life. You need to understand that from now on, you are facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up.
Sure.
Is this what you want to do?
Sure.
How do you plead to the offense of assault?
Good.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'll follow the agreement. I'll send it to it. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Krasinski. Krasinski. You were charged with forgery of a financial instrument. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. Is this what you want to do? From now on, you are facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this. Undo this, do something else. Is this what you want to do?
Sure.
How do you plead to the offense, sir? We'll find you guilty, send you to it. Good luck to you, sir. Did this take care of upstairs as well or no? No? All right. Got it. Good luck.